So today we are going to talk about when is it time to change your squeegee rubber. What is the squeegee rubber? The squeegee rubber is our squeegee rubber in our squeegee channel. This is one of the most important components, I think, of window cleaning as far as keeping your quality up all the time. If you let your rubber go and you don't change your rubber often, especially if you're cleaning windows every single day, 6 to 8 hours a day, your results are going to be bad. A couple things can happen from an old squeegee. Lots of bleeding from the squeegee, which is basically as you squeegee the window, you basically see a lot of lines coming off your squeegee rubber. Your edges can shred, which can create just big fat lines on the glass of basically solution you're not taking off the glass. And also a on-sharp rubber can leave a lot of what I would like to call rainbow streaks. I prefer changing out my squeegee rubber, at least as far as the side goes, almost every day. I clean a lot of commercial accounts though. So commercial accounts, of course, you're going to be cleaning a lot more glass than you may be cleaning if you're mainly a residential guy. So to talk about, which rubbers are good as far as keeping them for a long time, I talk about this rubber a lot. This is a Baron rubber. This Baron rubber side will last you, usually if you're cleaning commercial windows, it will last you, I would say, about half a day. I usually find that I have to flip it, basically because of these ends shredding so quickly. And then the end here is mostly the part that really gets worn out of your squeegee rubber. When I use Ettore rubber, which I have, let me get it here. Ettore rubber I always use in my Pool X Max channel, and also Ettore brass channel, Leggy's channel, or Ettore whatever really. Ettore is really good about, I recycle Ettore rubbers, but it's probably the only rubber that I recycle, because I find that what I usually do is for my 18-inch rubbers, I'll put those after I use them at 18 to my modified accelerator handle here. Because what I find is that when the rubbers are conditioned and they're already ready to go from being used in the 18 and you put them in this, it's so smooth. Because when you get a fresh rubber, it's going to be sticky at first. Especially Ettore rubber is very sticky at first. Sticky on the glass. So just a little bit of dry glass, you find it sticky, and then all of a sudden about 10 windows in, you're finding that it's not sticking anymore to the glass, and it's just gliding on the glass. Ettore rubber lasts the longest. It lasts longer than Pool X rubber, lasts longer than Sorbo rubber. It lasts longer than any rubber out there, and it has the least bleeding, from what I found. So what I find with Ettore rubber, when I was talking about the Baron rubber, my ends usually shred pretty quick. Ettore rubber, that's not the case, and if they do, I can quickly pick away the corner, or sometimes I have to bite it off, and it's fine. Where with the Baron rubber, when it shreds, it really shreds. So Ettore rubber is going to be your best rubber as far as lasting the longest, and then also being able to recycle that rubber, usually from an 18 down to a 14, from a 14 down to a 10 down to a 6 or an 8. That's going to be a really good thing to get used to doing. So what I do is I have an extra pouch here of just squeegee rubbers that I recycle, and I always just put these into my 14-inch modified accelerator. I don't usually recycle rubbers for homes as far as putting a recycled rubber and then using that on home. On homes, I am very OCD about making sure my squeegee rubber is always good. I just think it's very important. Your residential customers are going to be looking at the windows way more than the commercial customers. Okay, so we've gone over, which rubbers I think are best as far as recycling them, what to look for, when to change your squeegee rubber. Let's just go over that one last time. So if your squeegee rubber, after the time of getting it conditioned, your squeegee rubber is smooth on the glass, and then all of a sudden you're towards the end of the day and you start seeing rainbow streaks. I have a video on rainbow streaks. If you have an issue with it, you start seeing rainbow streaks. What that will be is you almost see water left on the glass in this arcing motion. Or if you're doing straight pulls, you'll see towards the area that the squeegee is on that is dry, you'll see that it's really having trouble closing out. It's not gliding on the glass. Once you get to that point, I would change out your squeegee rubber. Flip the sides first and then get a new squeegee rubber. When you look at price wise, I think, you know, you almost make that money back on just a few windows when you look at all your numbers and stuff. So it's worth it to always be cognizant of what your rubber is doing. Also, if your squeegee is sitting like in your truck or something like that and it's sitting in hot weather, I'll go through a lot more rubbers in the summer than I'll go through in the winter. Winter, they last a lot longer. Summer with the hot glass, hot, just everything, temperatures, they definitely get worse quicker, I find. But I'd like to hear what you guys do as far as how long you can usually let your squeegee rubber last, what you do as far as recycling your rubbers. I think it's a very important thing for newbies. If you're a veteran, this video probably won't help you a whole bunch because you know what you're going to do with your squeegee rubbers. But basically, look for basic time frame of changing your squeegee rubber. I would definitely change the side every single day, especially if you're a commercial cleaner, high-rise window cleaner, even residential only. By the end of that day, you're probably going to hit enough corners, hit enough edges that you're going to have some nicks in your rubber, and it's probably best to change it out then. So I hope this helps you if you're a newbie and you're thinking, well, when should I change this thing out? You know, do it when it just feels like it's not working anymore and it's leaving a lot of lines. And you don't really want to leave lines, so always be checking your rubber. Be cognizant of it. A couple other things. I think the best way to buy rubber is in the dozen. We don't really buy gross. I know bigger companies buy gross rubber, as far as gross being a lot of rubbers, over 100 rubbers like in a pack or something like that. But try to recycle your rubbers. It's a great way to save money. So I hope this video helps you in deciding when is the right time to change out your squeegee rubber, and hope you guys are all having a great week and a great winter and a great new year, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.